Good evening. How are you? Well, it's just a tad chilly. Gets spoiled when you have the warm weather. Thomas Jefferson said the temperature is now 68 degrees and the humidity is 51. It's not too bad. The wind's at 3.2 miles an hour. I can feel only the slightest breeze. So let's start with the good news. That is, when justice wills out. The Nobel Peace Prize did not go to our boy crying in his corner, beating up the Nobel Peace Committee because he wasn't chosen. Now, it's ironic that the freedom fighter who received the award, Maria Corina Machado, opposed the government of Venezuela and its corruption. And she has to basically hide. Her life is so endangered. And so if you're going to compare the two prospects of her, who's quite deserving, and I have heard that the committee makes its decisions in January, so Trump may never have been in the mix. Not that he should have been, you know. And his people around him are saying, we was robbed. He was robbed. This guy he talks about everybody else being politics over peace. Well, he's violence over peace as well as politics. He's got to be kidding, right? I mean, he must know on some level in this core somewhere while he's over there getting a medical checkup that he had no right to get it. And how can you claim you're a person for peace when you want to seize Canada, Greenland, the Panama Canal, and you're beating the hell out of fishermen who are associated with Venezuela? So the person who got the award lives in hiding because of the courage with which she has fought fascista. And fascista is what Trump is. So on so many levels, this is the right result. Now, elsewhere, Trump holding his breath because he's not getting what he wants from China, so he's increased the tariffs to 100%. Have you ever seen anybody who is such an asshole as this guy? Now, you know he's busy running around trying to seize cities, claiming they need his help, and then the pictures that journalists show, there's nothing at all going on that requires, quote, police help. It's just a means for Trump to occupy a place. And there was a journalist who was arrested in Portland for merely demonstrating, and this is less than 24 hours after a federal judge issued a TRO blocking any interference with First and Fourth Amendment exercises by journalists and individuals. Hey, Heg Smith, you know what he's doing? He thinks we should train Qatar pilots. Even the conservative maggots are running around with their head exploding that we propose to do that. And I don't know how they chose Idaho, but I don't know. Maybe the people from Qatar like potatoes. I do. So these are some of our favorite things today. But late in the day, there were a series of leaks about Mike Bolton, whom you may remember was an advisor to Trump. And not a happy camper, because technically, and in terms of policy and the law and international law, he was advising the president, but Trump didn't want to hear it. He wrote a book. They grilled him on his book, and first they cleared the book of any, secret information. And then they wanted another look at it, and then finally it was published without the government, Trump, his various minion of corrupt individuals. They never came back and said anything was wrong with it. And so now they searched his home. Apparently they found some old materials go back years and years. And Abbe Lowell, who's Bolton's attorney, has been saying there's no there. Now, this may be a little more complicated than the others, but we'll get to see it. And but the two prongs appear to be what they seized from his home and passages in the book that he wrote that apparently are free and clear. But here's another interesting thing. The prosecutors who are in Maryland for this one, not Virginia, they're talking about they won't file an indictment. They'll file a complaint. Now, that may be mumbo jumbo if you don't do criminal law, or you watch all the cop shows, I don't know, or somewhere in between. Anyhow, it goes like this. The grand jury is basically a rubber stamp for a prosecutor. You come in and say you want an indictment, and you get one. And so you get a majority of them to vote for it, and it's done. A complaint sidesteps the grand jury and is only sworn by the U.S. attorney or some other office holder. And then they avoid, in my opinion, the grand jury saying, hey, we don't want to indict this, which is possible, which makes me wonder if they are thinking about doing a complaint because they've already gotten pushed back by the grand jury. So they're looking to avoid the embarrassment that happened in Virginia when the prosecutor had 3 charges against Comey, but the grand jury wouldn't agree to one of the 3 and apparently resisted the other 2. So we'll find out about it. This will all come out in time. Bolton, the word is, will probably be charged next week. I'm sure we'll hear more before that. And I think that the defense that's being mentioned for others, which is vindictive and selective prosecution, will apply here as well. So I've known Abby. We both went to the same law school, Columbia, and I've seen him from time to time, and we worked on the Hill. He was the chief counsel when we were defending the impeachment charges against Clinton, who shouldn't have done what he did, but it wasn't, in my opinion, an impeachable offense. The character of Abby is with great resolve. He's an honest man. He's very smart, and he has won cases that others wouldn't even take. So Bolton has a very good attorney in Abby Lowell. So we're gonna see some fireworks, and the people who are going to be taking it in the face are going to be the government, because Abby knows his business. So that's basically what I got today, and maybe there'll be more tomorrow as the weekend churns the news. But we continue to have the fight that we've talked about, which is we have to press everybody to get out of their cocoon, get out there and do something, talk, join. And when I'm talking about join the people who are out there. I mean, there must be people who can speak for Bolton. There's certainly those for Comey, and you know, Schiff is one of the people in the lineup that Trump said he's going to get. So I think Schiff is preparing for that kind of eventuality. It's a rotten place that our nation is in, but we can't walk away from it. This is our home. Liberty is our right, and these people want to take it away. So we've got to take the hands that are now on the powers of this great nation. We have to get their hands off these things. We have to get them out of office. We have to banish them if we could. So that's what I got for today. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.